Hey, how's it going tonight? I've been goofing off all day. Have a good day. How about you guys? It's hot here. Well, not for us. I want to say, oh, I got two of you already. Hello. How's it going? I'm doing basically jack shit, but we're going to just chitty chat, right? There we go. Hey, what did you do today? I played a game on Steam. Michael bought me a game. Old Seek and Find style game. It was kind of fun. Ah, all right. Change some crap around here. Not a lot, but a little. And so hopefully Daisy will have an easier time getting through here because the blockage is gone, which means that camera's a little different. Not too bad still, but it's about 6 inches, 8 inches higher. You didn't do nothing? I'm keep doing these lives, trying to have everything ready to go for the live so I can start sewing, but I don't have time to prep. So we're gonna do some cutting and bullshitting. I figured, being as we just did, I didn't expect you, so awesome. But I thought I'd pull up some chat GPT questions on a quart of thorn and roses so I could just bullshit. Well, I sewed, I guess. Gave the dogs a bath today too. You know how they love that. All right, this is what we're cutting. I bitched my way through the entire first time. Gave it as a gift. I think the problem was it was hard enough that I should have kept it myself, and instead I gave it as a gift. And now, I want one, so I'm making my own, which means I gotta make it again. And we are down to L in cutting, and that's it. That's all I've got. So, what to do with those? I was cleaning up. I really was. I promise. Swear. Trying to put some freaking fabric away. Got my new little. When I can't find my earbuds, everybody, when I'm screaming about this later, Bree, they're in the new little toolbox. What else can I put in here? See, I haven't filled it yet. Okay. You know I'll lose that shit. All right. I was cutting on this a little bit at the shop. Where did this one come from? All right. This is going to be in the way. Ow. We're doing really good today. Oh my golly. I have been washing rugs all day and bringing them out to drape over the banister on the deck so maybe they dry without electricity. Problem is they're heavy. It's almost straight, but not exactly straight. I need to check out a pack of clips because mine are all stuck in projects. And then I don't have any to keep putting in projects. I can't imagine if I got them all out of bins and shit and put them all together. Oh, crap, I wonder how many it actually has. Thanks. Okay, so that's half the reason why I tell you people this kind of thing. One, I'm hoping that it will sink it in my brain. Is that color way off? Because this is, I don't know how to describe that purple, but it looks different than what's on the screen. This is glowing. You know the color of those. Okay. 1.5 inch strip, sub cut into a 22.5 inch strip. One of those. Uno más. I panicked because I heard that Youngblood had to postpone a few concerts. And I was like, what? Ours are fine. But I panicked. I had to go look. 22.5. Oops, I didn't write all my slips out. Slips, dare you say? I know this seems stupid, but it worked the first time, so I'm doing it this time too. All right. Look, Ma, your pen. Um, so this is L, L, right, L, and this is a 1.5 by 22.5 inch strip, and I'm supposed to only have this button. Oh, shit's in the way. Oops. There's just so many pieces. What's cool though, using a batik, there are some things that I can just add together, like the previous one, template 1 and template 3 are just opposites, and being as batiks are reversible, I can just cut what I need. I know it's crazy, but it was cool. So we need a 1.5 by an 11.5. L 1.5 by 11.5. One of those. One and a half by 3. One of those. 1.5. Now they want me to cut another 1.5 inch by width of fabric. Why didn't they just have me do 2 to begin with? Those are for big pieces. 10 by 16 and a half. And one of those. Oh, I see. The OCD is strong tonight. Okay. 1.5 by 7.5. There's one of those. Which means that it'll help me find them later. And look, 1.5 by width of fabric strip again. So basically 3. Oh, I have to get 2 of something. L 1.5 by 6.5, and there's 2 of this one. So in between, and 1.5 by 4.5. There's 2 of these. Wait, is that it? That's it. I mean, maybe I should have those in a bowl. Right there. I'm gonna regret that. I have a feeling. All right, so I did the 122.5, and now I need an 11.5. I mean, they wrote it like that so that I could know exactly what to get out of each strip, but still. And we have to write for not the brightest bulb, right? L 16 and a, so there's my 22.5 and my 11.5. Racing yet? No. No, I don't even know if the woman that bought the pattern with me watches much. This was the other one. Okay. I might be a little elevated. I gotta get my rhythm going here. And 3.5, which I'll just do right here. Need my readers. So I get to start my day with coffee and playing a game with Michael. And then we wash the dogs. Just guess how we liked that. And I don't know. Nothing really. I gotta get these back into my fabric wool because I could have used some of this on the Mad Eye Moody the other day. Forgot that I had it because it was in this pile. For now, until there it is. Until we are done with all of our cutting and piecing, I'll keep it labeled at least. You just never. Actually, I don't have to. Everything that color has. All right, that was just an overstep. I guess I don't need to do that. From this one, there's one 16.5-inch strip. Okay, 16.5. Just whoa, I launched it. Need to start sewing it though. Oh, Indy this afternoon, but I have my sewing machine. No sewing for you? I'm catching up, sorry. Two mountains are calling. There you are. Yeah, it was not a horrible Mother's Day, I had to work, which was not awesome. I I lied. I had one car when I got there that came in and spent $7. There was two people in that car. And then one of my regulars showed up and bought a yard of fabric. And at the end of the day, another regular and her husband stopped because they saw I was sitting there, so they stopped to say Happy Mother's Day, which was really sweet. So I made under $25. You know, what do you do? What do you do? I just keep not, I keep coming up to a live evening and wondering what am I going to do and have the desire to maybe be pick this up and be piecing on it, but I don't have it fucking cut. Okay, so from this next, but I can still get stuff out of these. This 6.5, 4.5. That's 4.5. Oops. Technically, that's a 4.5. What do I need? Two 6.5s. Should be 13, which I can get out of this. Okay, I need 3 cuts, but I can do it in a way that I have a larger strip left over for something else. Two 6.5s. So afraid I screwed that up. It was a thought. My kid got me flowers. One kid got me flowers, and the other one and chocolates, and the other one got me a game that we played together today, which was kind of nice. Actually, I can get all of this out of two. Keep that in mind, Nana. All right, so I have that left of the two. I didn't need to cut a third. Oh well, what do you do? I'm looking for the paper. I need a pen. Okay. All right. Is there anything else? Nope. All right, we're going on to M. Hey guys, what's M? M. We're gonna put this strip there. This is what I've got for M. We're gonna put this. Okay. I can toss this. I can actually tell myself I will not use a piece that small. Brie was laughing at me one day. She kept trying to throw something away. I'm like, wait, wait, wait. And it was just because I was cutting those kits, the reindeer applique shiny happy world kits, and I knew I could get so many noses out of a piece that was like that big. Okay, we're gonna write. I will only make this pattern in batiks. because there's so many angles that you're like, oh shit, I thought I cut enough of these. I'm going to go cut a couple more. And then you sit back down. You're like, oh my God, I didn't pay attention whether this was supposed to be left or right. And you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. So M 2.5 by 4.5. This is one of those. And M 2.5-inch square. And there's two of those. A lot of template cutting. Okay. So we're going to say, let's look at the templates while I write these. Okay. You can tell this is a well-used pattern of mine at this point. All right. Template 2 is, okay, that's on its own, so we're going to say template 2, and we need, so that's the middle. Template triangle 2, template triangle 1, and template triangle 3 are going to be the same for us because we're using a batik. It's so nice. Hey, Carissa. There's a couple of these boutiques. The one I did for the ground, I just finished before I started the live. It's got to be one of my favorites. I have got it in the first one too. Okay, so template 2. So template 1 is 9, and template 3 is 11. I've got a note here though that says 10 and 12 instead. So I'm going to do 10 and 12. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I was. All right, whatever. That's what we're doing. It is a Trirex. I luckily have them. I was looking at it. It. I was looking at it when I was first cutting it out, going, "Please tell me that's what that is. Please, please." And template 5, which is a center, which is one of them. But this is a. I'm going to put 2.5 up here, and these are 4.5. Strip, you know, you know. All right, here's another one that we can dupe. So we're gonna do template 4 and template 6. We need 2 and 1. That's the problem. 10, 12. And that's it. There's something about this fern. It's one of those ones that I'm going to hold on to every stinking scrap. I know it. All right. I don't need these this very second. What's everybody working on tonight? Anything? M L M. Too bad. My knees are tired of doing the damn stairs to do the rugs today. Okay. 2.5. Got to go see some little baby goats. Cute. That's just one. Yep. But oh, what was under here? Bummer. Okay, my bad. So seeing what the templates are going to take, let's cut 1 2.5 and 1 4.5. I don't think we're going to discuss how many years I've had this green. To be fair, I had a project and I bought it for the back. So it got earmarked for the back of a project. And then that project might not have ever happened. Found out why last week I've got cataracts. Oh, have to schedule surgery soon once I figure out my lenses search. You know, I've had people come into the store specifically after they've had cataract surgery and just been in awe of the colors. I mean, the funny one was someone that was like, "Oh my God," because she would put her hand up over one eye and then the other and see the difference. She's like, "I'm gonna have to go look at it." I'm like, "Well, I hope my taste has been okay because it looks so different." I have heard nothing but good things. It's still scary. It doesn't matter that we've heard nothing but good things. It'll still be scary. And we're here for you. You can come and bitch all you want. Okay. Damn it. Every time I roll up to the desk, I roll away again. All right. Just, I put a little bit of time the other day. Wait, how many of these do I need? One. Into trying to figure out Zoom and this live, and I was going to look at that today and didn't. It's my only day off, and so I didn't. I played games. Well, right. We all need a day where we play games from time to time. Hey, Scrappy Quilter. How are you? Heading to bed, huh? I'm stuck a while longer. My dog tells me when it's time for bed. Probably not going to do any sewing today, but I can't ever start sewing this project if we don't freaking cut it out. So we're going to take a little bit of time and cut this out. We're in Oregon. I'm in Oregon. There's a couple of the watchers that are in Oregon as well. Template 2 triangles. Template 2 triangles. That's going to be on a 4.5-inch strip. That's the fold. Where are you? You're in New Jersey. I'm sorry. I mean, you might really like it there. I lived there at one point, and I have hit the. I just like it. It's me though, I'm sure. And Colorado, one place that I haven't been, which is very nice to go. All right, I'm gonna stand up to do these. Whereabouts in New Jersey? Whoops. Damn. Pay attention, my dear. You love New Jersey. I'm glad. And I was born in Michigan. Whereabouts in Michigan? I was born in Jackson. And I am super stoked that you love where you live. I did not have the same feelings. Marysville. Okay. 2, 4, 6. So, do you guys read too? I read. I'm a smart reader. I'm a full-blooded smart reader. So occasionally, if I can't think of anything else to talk about, we'll talk about books. All right, I think that's enough. 2, 4. That can work. Oh, my pack. 6, 8, and 9. 9. Part of yours. Okay, so we wouldn't need 4. Oh, okay. Oh, well, that sucks. I lived in Dunellen, New Jersey, and hung out in Middlesex and Trenton. And what's next? So now we're gonna go. I might end up cutting this down, maybe. It was a rough period of time. It was the whole high school. And I gotta say, there is a different outlook on the East Coast when you move in versus West Coast. It is different. Okay. M. 5, template 5. Oh, I only need number 1, 5, 1. Okay. Score. 2.5. Gotta keep checking my camera there because I knocked everything around today and I'm not sure I'm in frame and stuff. But that's pretty good. That's That's 5 inches up from the edge. So that's not bad. No, don't get a fault. If only. I think it's a ripoff. Template 4 and template 6 are going to be. And oh, I wasn't done with the 4.5. Damn it. Oh well. Oh, I gotta admit, a lot of the issue with New Jersey probably was the age. It's the age when that shit would have happened, and I happened to be there when it happened. So that's possible. Okay. Now let's see if we can get the rest of these out of here. God, right? Tired of this aging crap. Okay, so how am I gonna do that? Okay, that's what I needed to do, damn it. Hi Daisy, what's going on? What are we doing? This one? 4, 5, 4, 6. 4, 6. So there's 2 and I probably don't. Whoa, I need to turn that. Nope, I don't. Alright. Okay. That should be this. Yikes. 8, huh? Alright. That's the size. Alright, there twice. I got burned twice. I cut a 2.5 inch strip I didn't need. So pay attention to that, and then I will adjust my going forward. Um, we've got these back ones. Four and a half. Oh, I'm gonna need another 4. How many 4.5 inch? It doesn't even say to cut a 4.5 inch strip, but that's the only way you can get the bigger triangles. So interesting. Oh well, right? Okay. Hi, Nicole. What am I missing? Australia? Hello. How's it going down under? One place I would love to go. Time is it there? I know somebody near there, I think. Wow, we've got people from all over today. This is great. And I'm doing next to nothing. Should we open it up to book talk? 1, 2, 3. 4. Oh, Tuesday. Yep, a whole day ahead. Oh, hey, hi. you don't even have half the shit to trip over anymore, and you're still tripping over it. So I have this old dog. Sorry. Where's the little cookie? I have this really ancient old dog. She actually just had her birthday. She's 16. What are you doing, Daisy? And she can't see for shit. She gets lost. Oh, love her pieces. But she trips over everything. It happens, but everything. Good night. Now you're gonna do laps underneath my sewing table? Okay, we can do that. I have totally lost count how many of these I have. Camcorder. Here we go. No idea. We'll have to count after I get as much as I can out of this. This is what we're working on. Oh, yeah. Let's see. What all do I have on my wall? Oh, all kinds of shit, don't I? So the flowers were just an idea I couldn't get out of my head. I'd done those from a book, so I turned around and wanted to do something similar but smaller, and I used those as an example. My diamonds. I can't take that down. It might be there forever. Because who knows when I'll get a chance to finish any of that. Hey, Days. Do you want to be a movie star? Want me to pick you up? Can I? There you are. How can I get you and not roll over you? I don't. Oops. Put your little feet up. You don't want to pink your feet. The diamond scrap. Oh, what are you doing? There you go. Oh, I dropped something. Oh, thank you. I figured if all Gen Xers can be feral at something, well, I'm a Gen Xer, but I quilt. So, what's going on, you? Were you talking about this scrappy one or this scrappy one down here? I don't even know what to do with that now. It's not going to get finished. So, I think it's just a bunch of orphan blocks. There's my girl. Hmm. She got bath today. It's been a big day. Has it been a big day? Hi. Too bad you don't just cuddle much anymore. Huh? No? I love you. Okay. I'm going to go set you down. Oh, I could. It's big enough. Okay, baby. Let's set you down. Ready? Bloop. Woo! Are you off balance? Let's see. There's a couple here that are big. So these are small. Then there's this one. That one. And that one. Everything was supposed to work with this fabric, which it does, but it was a block of kind of a mold of building blocks. It just didn't. Okay, what did I drop? Okay, all right, that's that. Thank you. Yeah, over here. Thank you, thank you. And I just put it away. There we go. Now we get a count because I'm sure I'm going to need a 4.5 inch piece. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're going to say we have template 1. Now we need template 2, which means, God damn it, I put that away. Oh, I didn't put it far. Do I have an email? Yes, ma'am. Um, you can send stuff to my material magic. Here, I'll take it. I can do that. There. All right, let's get one more strip. Where's the big? 4.5. Okay. Okay. Our 2.5 inch strip that we didn't need to cut. And that I don't need. Whoops. Gotta put this back on there. You doing okay, Daisy? Get stuck? Hang on. Okay. Here, let's see if you can see her walking around. You do need some nice boutiques. And you know, I love using my scraps, and I can tell you that most of what I've chosen is from my scraps. I want to say only one did I need to add. But that being said, please make sure that you end up looking at all the pieces. Because I was like, okay, this is how I want my colors. And then I looked and I was like, well, I don't have enough of this color to fit that area. So I have to rearrange what I was thinking. 2. So that is my favorite part. My favorite part. I haven't really thought about kitting this for anybody. I don't think I have enough boutiques in stock to cover all the coolness. I mean, I have a good variety, but I don't as many greens and as there's a lot. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think only one more. Well, yep. All right. Kids are leaving. Okay. 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right. We've got what we need out of the dirt green, guys. I kind of just looked over and saw how many people are watching. Hello. Welcome. This here, oops, sorry. I had it on the other camera because you can see my dog walking past. Are you sure? Okay. This is the second time I'm making this pattern. For those just tuning in. All right. Useful pieces. Night, Scrappy. Oops, I missed something. Good night. I'll look forward to your email. Realistically, that means I have to check my email. Somebody remind me to do that. All right. So, just so you can see what this entails, didn't need to be in that, but we've got stacks. This is B A. It is pretty. Just thinking maybe. Oh, that'd be nice. Just pay attention. Make sure you have a little extra in case you miscut an angle. There's some beautiful shit out there. I just so you can see, this is my sky and my flying geese up here into the tops of the mountains, which are in here. There's some sky. Now we're getting to the ground, the tree trunks, or whatever. M is, but there's M. Oh, this is my other favorite that I've held on to and held on to. This was a custom batik. Custom. So we had my back is hurting. Of course, I am standing and leaning over the camera. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I have also held on to this one for years. Well, see, this was in the first one. Here's a 4.5-inch strip for cutting templates out of. Okay. Okay. Now that I folded that the wrong way, what are we doing? This is N. Let's put a M, N. Oh, this is all triangles. One, two, three. So that's going to be all 4.5-inch cuts. 1, 2, 3. So I think all we need is maybe one 4.5-inch cut because we have some in that piece over there. We're going to luck out. Grunge would be really pretty. I did a mix on my last one. A lot of it was batik. There was some melange. At this point, being as I was so determined to get batik for the majority of it, there was a couple times I had the opportunity to use a regular flat, and at that point I'm like, well, what did you do with the first one? Um, it was a wedding present to a teenager or 20 something. I felt, have you ever felt like, hey, I'm going to give this to you and I hope your marriage goes well, but put it in a prenup that you get the quilt? I'm like, oh. And it was one of my, it's not one of my friends, it was one of my son's best friends. So when high school came around, I hope so. Um, he he was in the Air Force. I think he was in the Air. He went to school in Arizona. Did something with flying. Yeah, he's some military. Gotta be Air Force. And I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. And all of a sudden, it's like, what do you mean you're married? But these kids have been friends since freaking preschool and t-ball and beginning soccer. So when they graduated and they were still all friends, I actually paid for two of the senior photo sessions because I did one with my kid and then one with my kid and his friends because they did it together and they're still friends. There's like one that dropped out, one that took over, but for the most part, it's the same three or four. So it's fantastic. So it was kind of a you buy your first house, you get married, you have a baby, your family. So I just kept thinking, you better fucking appreciate this. It was it was a big deal. This was a big quote. That said, somehow I went with a pile of fabric all figured out to a quilt retreat, which we don't get a lot of sleeping done. And I managed to get it all cut out and have the whole top done without the fox. I went back and put the fox in, but I will not be putting the fox in mine, which means I will have to do some sort of adjustments. Shouldn't be too hard. If you look down here, he takes the place of some tree trunks. So I just need to add a tree trunk there and a tree trunk here. Finish those points. I should be able to do it. It shouldn't be that hard, but we'll see. Let's see how well I do. Anyway, when I was trying to come up with something for this kid, when I found out that he up and got married, um, I found out that he hikes a lot. They both hike a lot, and oh, I can't remember what else. But it was definitely this pattern kept crossing my mind. I'm like this, I think this is it. I think this is what I got to do. And then I asked his mom, and I was like, okay, yep, I got to do this one. And then I started doing it, and I was like, oh, shit, better fucking like it. Sorry, everybody that retreated with me on that one. Oops, we got to do the papers. I did some bitching. I know. I mean, to the point that when I said I was doing it again, I was like questioned. Really? Yeah, I guess that lets me know that I bitched a bit. But I am doing it again. And template 2. And there's 8 of them. Keep forgetting to do this part. And template 1. There's 11 of them. Yep. Oh, what's going on? I missed something. With the first one, for sure. Retreat. Oh, I love retreats. Tammy's and Casper. Oh, retreats are so fun. I don't get to go as often. Template 3. I need 12 of them. So when we go back and we look at the templates, 1 and 3 are the same and 2 separate. Okay. Hi, Dave. How's it going? Time is it? It's 8. Bedtime's not until 9, honey. What are you doing? Not gonna go up before. Hopefully I have this backwards, but oh well. 2, 4. Oops. Okay. Has anybody done a Court of Thorn and Roses? I mean, who hasn't? Other than I'm just new at it. Oh, you guys are talking about others. That's fine. Talk amongst yourself while I do some cutting. Hi, Days. What are you doing? 2, 4, 6, 8. Ten, 12. Whoops. Okay, that's the 12. Now we got 11. 2. You know what that means, so I can get one out of the side. 2. Or, no. Actually, can I get? Fine. Daisy, what are you doing? 2, 4. Days, hi. What's going on? I'm I'm doing this kind of worky thing. Yeah? Don't care, huh? I love you. Hi. Your feet are shaking. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. 8. 10, 11, right? Got an odd number. An hour from your house. That's roughly how far I go to mine. Hour, hour and a half, something like that. Whoops. There we go. Okay, now we just gotta cut the full ones out. Um, what does that do to the other side? Just catch me up. Thank you. How many do I need? even number. This is a little off. This was the previous one, so I guess I'm a little off on the first one. I it's so much fun to just go and be with my friends and not have to answer the door, worry about the dog, or what's for dinner. I don't technically have to do that last one, but be with my friends. Heck, at this point, there are times that we are all together in the same room, but we're all listening to our own audiobook, etc. Okay. Now it's right. Is that did I end up doing that with exact? Pretty much. We'll just add them in there. We don't really need them, but 2. Yeah, I really don't know what it's like yet. Only at retreats. Okay, so at the shop, I get interrupted by customers. 2, 4. If I sew at home, I get interrupted by dogs and people. 6, 7 is up there. Let's just do 1 then. 8. Okay, we are done with a pretty green. MN. Hi, guys. You can choose. Most of them can. I've run into a few places that don't. You guys must be semi-close, I think, and I missed that. All right, guys, let's see what we're doing now. We are going to just stack this. That's these and this. And I don't really have. Do I have a big clip? There we go. Nah, good enough. And oh, this is off. Oh, I have this as I guess this is a figure it out. I wanted one, but wasn't sure I had enough. I don't remember. That was a long time ago I picked these colors. I've been just hoping it would cut itself. It is kind of a stack of green. Yeah. Well, it's just one. But look how many there are. Every one of those trees. I think you could do this with a different mindset. I think you could go, oh, I need to do this tree over here. And there might only be one point of that particular set of green in any of the trees. So you could probably cut it way down what you needed. And I might have thought of that for whatever that's supposed to be. It very well could be a mix it up. I don't know. What's this? This is, oh, just 4.5 inch strip this time. All right, so we're gonna do, oh, we have template 1 and template 3. 1 is 9 and 3 is 10. And template, I'm guessing 2 is 6. All of that is 4.5 inch strips. All right, what exactly is this though? Holy crap on toast. What did I make with this? Dog hair? Huh. I'm guessing I cut leaves. What do you think? It's it's a stretch, but I think I cut leaves. Okay. Let's see if I can get a 4.5 inch strip off of this end. So that can't be exactly straight. I thought I had to match straight. Okay. So maybe one of those edges isn't as straight as I thought. Fine. Let's just press it along. That, and I think I could probably. Okay. Lovely. Might be able to do something with it. But oh my goodness. Let's see if I can sneak some bits out of this. Can't tell you what I made leaves. I don't typically like to destroy fabric quite that bad. You're doing just fine, Daisy. I love them. I don't even really remember this one. I'm gonna square up this edge. Well, let's just pour in it here. But that's not straight here. Ooh. So if I do straight here, there's 4.5. Let's do that. This is gonna be interesting to see how I end up getting what I need out of this. Daisy Duke, you doing okay? was that? That was a kid. Okay. Let's just straighten that up. Okay. Let's see what we can get. We need a total of 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, okay, that's 12. Help me keep count. Okay, well, at least me hanging over, I don't see the top of my head like I have happened before. 4.5. I don't know if I can get anything out of this piece, but let's try. Let's try, let's try. Okay. Hi, Daisy, what are you doing? You did whatever you just did. Okay. Okay, we're gonna do our best to eke this out. Right? See if I can get 12, right? 12, 14, 16, 17, 18. One more. Gotta get out of here. 19. All right. Now I need to get 6 full size. So that's oh, some tiny pieces left. All right. So let's see. Let's just. I think that was my husband. Maybe not. Nope, that was him. I forgot the top. Straighten that up. One. I need 6, right? How many? I guess Abe's locked the door. That must have been Abe, sorry. Okay, I'm not sure I can get anything else out of that. Alright, we're gonna call that toast. Created a valiant run for its money, and I don't think I can do this either, because that dips in. Okay. It was fend for yourself. She peed. She peed. She was all wet. And that's where the pee was, so. Yeah, I bet she was. Were you asleep and that woke you up? Hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of pee accidents now with this my baby, my old girl. I'm getting pretty proficient at bucket. A mop bucket. What are we supposed to do? Four and a half. I don't really know what to do though. Four and a half. All right, we're going to be able to at least get it. This green cut. Yep, all the greens are for the trees. Sorry, I didn't see that. Stuck into the spouse. Really wanted a plaid, but I didn't have one. Whoops, wrong line. I have one up there. I need 6. So this makes 3. Fine. Okay. Don't know what to do about that. We have to have that ramp. I'll show you. Tablet. So there's a ramp. The striped carpet, the ramp is on that because we have a sunken room. And I have to figure out how to make sides on that so that she doesn't tip off of it. But how are we supposed to do it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here. I can do there. Now you can see where she goes. 6. All right. All right. How much more are we cutting out here? This was O. And we're not doing that stupid box. It's not stupid. I just don't want to do it. Okay, let's hold this up while we look. So P is a mountain texture. Q is a tree texture. R we won't have because it's R animal forest. No. I don't know if I have them. All right. Mostly useful stuff. So that I don't really want to lose any of this. But I'm not sure I can do much. Well, there's some bigger pieces in it. Look at me just talk myself into keeping that. So that you know damn well I'm going to open this up next time going, what the fuck? Just like I did this time. Oops. There we go. I'm not sure my back will allow me to do much more cutting tonight. Oh, if the table was a smidge higher, but I gotta see well, so I gotta be on top of it. All right, what do we got? R is so there's Q, still gonna be. We're in P. This is P. Didn't put that there. Didn't I draw on one of these? P. So it's gonna be some of the. I wonder if that's what I was thinking. What do you think? I wish the. I know, but these. I did. I didn't put the words, and I went ahead and I left this open, and then and decided to go ahead and put them in and applicate the tail on and shit. And I want this more as an art piece on the wall, so I'm not going to do that. The only applique is the tail and the words. The rest is all fucked up piecing. Janet Nesbitt, you fried my brain on this one the first time I did it. There's some interesting blocks that I've never done before or since this quilt, which is partially why I think there was bitching. Let's be fair, there'd be bitching anyway. What are we talking about? Okay, so let's see. They called P from the mountain texture forest. Mountain texture forest. P half a yard. But I don't know where that. I don't know if you can see some of these blocks. That's your typical Tri-Rex. That's what you would expect out of what we cut, right? But then there's half square rectangles, and then this one has three pieces because you started this and then cropped a corner, dog-eared a corner, like snowballed a corner on a rectangle. Yeah. I, I remember sitting there the first time going, Wait, you want what? Wait a minute. All right, so in block 20, figure 28, no, that's unit, figure, figure 28. Oh, this is unit 20 and unit 18. 18 and 20, and that's, damn it. Okay, so they're saying this, this, that, if I'm understanding this, it's in there a lot, so it can't be that particular. Okay, you can see where I was sketching out how to do the trunks. Unit 52. There's P in 52. Unit 52, and this is figure 79. Segment 8. Segment 8. P. Down here. Just want to make sure that I didn't mess up so I can make the right decision. Okay, that's segment 8. 52. That's P. 53. So it's the second triangle. So it's the zigzag. I don't think it fucking matters. How about that? Let's look at what we've got. Let's stop. See how that gets confusing? Oh my god. It is a lot of little pieces. But let's just lay a couple out. Let's look at the fact that this is the sky and the gray of the mountains, the snow. Is that too close? It's almost exact. And this pulls some of this background. I think we have to flip a coin on this. I see benefits of either one. These are not going to be touching, I don't think. This has so much blue that you wonder if it's going here, but it's still green. I don't know. I'm going to go this way. Yes. This is where all my clips are, by the way. All right. Holy crap. Just have to assign it and say it'll all work out, right? Oh, we did O, right? Was that finished? O was the last one we did. P, that's this one. Boy, that's this one. We're gonna do it. What do you think? Oh, I need to write some papers. P. Oh, they're all freaking triangles, which they're trees, so I guess so. Template 2. Oh, this is P, template 2, and we need 6, which means P, template 1, and template 3, right? 1 and 3. 199 and 10. This is why I have all these silly papers. There's just so many. 3 and 4. P. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Thinking. Okay. Template 2 is 6. Yep. 1. I was looking up here, not down here. Template 1 is 12 of them. And 3 is 13. Boy! And template 4 is a side triangle. There's only one of those. P. Template 4, 1. From the remaining fabric, cut 1.5 by 2.5 inch strip. 1.5 by 2.5. There's one of those, and this was P. I am just coming to the realization, though, that we will have some additional green needed. I know, it's so hard to figure out these, how this will end here. I won't need it there, but I'll need these two. Which, do you see that? I'm going to have to fix that too. It just, okay, bring this closer. Okay, I will have to bring this tree to finish this point. But they cropped it here like this was going to be longer or like it was going to be butted up against something. But even that's not finished. Ugh. You know we got to make that straight, right? No, I don't. It still comes to a point. I might just be able to fix just, yeah, maybe. Ah, OCD for the win. All right, so I need 4.5 inch strip. What do we got here? Oh, this is 4.5. Well, looky there. Oh, that's a winky dink because I don't know if I put this in the first one. I'm just gonna get some of this fold out. I gotta work tomorrow. Figure out how to make all the money. See if I can. I don't know. I put a bunch of stuff up on Etsy. See how that works. All right. Is that even? Definitely not sure. Not quite. All right. Did anybody go see Devil Wears Prada? Oh, come on. That was awesome. Awesome. there are some spots that I can get this and spots I cannot. So from right here to right here. So what's this? 10 inches. Maybe I need to get more comfortable going sideways because I find I have more sideways space on this table than I do. Wait, I lost it. Ah, found it. Oh, and that's not right on this side. I think it's actually close enough though. Government work and all that crap. Anyway, Devil Wears Prada. Two. I love the first one. 2, 4. I'm not sure I love the second one. 6, right? 2, 4, 6. Got it. That's awesome. 2, 4, 6. Good night, Dahlia. Have a good tomorrow. Okay, that's that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that is not really enough. And now I don't know what my number was. Do you? We need 13. We need a whole cut. This is not. This is not straight. Wait. I love it. Tiny little bits are my scraps. Like strings. Like give them to the birds so they can make a nest. Although I do believe I heard that that's a no. So there's a really good reason behind it. I don't know what it is. Oh, I can get the small triangle. Okay. I gotta sit, guys. Ooh, okay. How many do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we're gonna say that that's template 1, and I need 13 more. Oh, I actually put something away. Mark it on your calendars, because that never happens. I'm always losing my shit. Look, I put it back. We could start a drinking game by the amount of times I go, what did I have? Actually, we should start a drinking game. And we could do what was I saying? Or what was I doing? And that would work too. Two, that could be fun. Let's come up with one. I'm home. I could get schnockered. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Trying to figure out what I'm going to read next. I think I'm going to go get another one of the Nevermore books. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They were pretty good, but I did too many of them in a row. So I went and broke it up with some other stuff. But I don't know what to do right now. Okay, so that's a really messy stack. My other stacks look very nice. The stacks I've done tonight, no, getting sloppy. They could go pretty much any fucking direction they wanted to with the Nevermore bookstore. It is a magical bookstore. Huh, go figure. It is a Homer ends up being this girl's dad, and she just this magical bookstore. There's fictional characters that occasionally come through the book, and now they're here. Just just insane. So when Mina came back to town, which that's the other funny part of this. Just one of these? Yeah. Um, Moriarty and my God, Moriarty and Heathcliff are running the damn bookstore. And there's a crow. There's a crow that anytime somebody quotes the Raven Nevermore, he shits on them. Love it. I mean, a 1.5 by 2 of them. So, can I get that out of that? I can, probably. That would keep me from trying to use it later and having it not be the right size. Um, Mina is 1, 2. and one and a half by 2. Her mom's a train wreck. She's got some eye degenerative eye thing, so she's going blind. They're constantly having some sort of murder to solve. So there's not like supernatural so much, but it's it's pretty good. Because now the Raven actually can change form into a man, and they call him Qua, and they eventually have to give get him papers, and Heathcliff is a grumpy asshole, and but he came out of the book before he lost his love, so he doesn't have that part of the bitterness. And then and Moriarty hadn't met Holmes yet, so or had met Holmes. They hadn't become enemies. Like I don't know. It's fucking hilarious. And then he turns into a man too, and now they have this lovely romantic relationship between all of them, and I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Okay. What do we have left to cut? There's no way I'm gonna cut those last two tonight. Nope, it's 9 o'clock. I am going to pack it in tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me and BSing about all kinds of shit. If you have ideas, books that I should check out, please leave them in the comments below because I'm looking for the next one. And I think I'm going to go pick up one of the Nevermore ones. I will go back and edit the notes and try to put down the author and the series in the notes so you know what the hell I'm talking about. And I will see you back here to hopefully finish cutting 2QR. Looks like I have 2 more fabrics to cut, and then we can start figuring out how to piece this bitch. Okay? Big bad bitch coming up. BBB. All right. So this is what Monday. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay? Have a good night. Bye.